Wow. The fate of a former doctor looking to have his reckless murder conviction overturned, now in the hands of a judge.
Testimony in a two-day hearing concluding this afternoon. A jury convicting Jonathan Nakhla in connection to a crash in 2020 that killed Samantha Thomas. But his lawyers argue the conviction should be set aside because one of the jurors lived in Baldwin County.
Fox 10 News' Brendan Kirby on the story for us. He joins us live now. And Brendan, the judge is going to have to rule on this pretty quickly.
Yeah, that's right, Byron and Lenise. He's got a deadline of Tuesday to do that. Today's proceedings featured a testimony from the last three witnesses of this two-day hearing, plus a lot of argument on the law on both sides. There are three main issues for presiding circuit judge Wesley Pipes to consider. The big one is the residency question. Juror Melinda Pate says that she lived in Mobile County, but the defense argues that she actually lived in Baldwin County. Judge Pipes said that courts generally have deferred to jurors to say where they considered their home to be, but defense attorney Dennis Nisley pointed to Pate's own testimony Wednesday that she moved in with her girlfriend in Loxley on March 8th. That was after the trial had started, but before the verdict. The second issue is whether the defense waived its right to bring up this issue now. The prosecution argues the defense should have explored Pate's residency during jury selection. The defense argues that it was entitled to rely on Pate's representation at the time that she lived in Mobile. And finally, the prosecution argues that even if Pate wasn't a qualified juror, the defense must show that it denied Nakhla of a fair trial. The defense argues that a new trial is mandatory. There are conflicting precedents on that issue. The defense today calling Loxley resident Tasha Steinley to the stand. She testified that she has seen a black Jeep belonging to Pate at a neighbor's house routinely for the past couple of years. A sheriff's deputy also testified that Pate's father told him that his daughter had moved when he tried to serve a summons to the Mobile address.
It is a quite unusual situation. As everyone said, it's a case of first impression where a juror moves and removes the residency requirement during the course of trial by her own admission. There's going to be a very unusual legal question to determine. As to the overall residency issue, we do feel like we carried today. We feel like that it was clear this person was not a Mobile resident and knew she wasn't a Mobile resident. Though we don't want anything bad or to happen to the person, but we do want our client to have a fair trial.
And Nakhla has other problems as well. A judge last month ordering him to pay more than $50,000 to Mobile Infirmary, which sued him to reclaim the sign-on bonus that it paid after it hired him as a neurosurgeon. Reporting live from Government Plaza, Brendan Kirby, Fox 10 News.